Good evening, dear students. Welcome you all to Agentic AI App Developer with IBM session. Hi, Prashant. What an energy. Good evening. Good evening. Chalo, we'll wait for a couple of minutes and then begin our session. Okay. Hello, Divyata. Good evening. I'm fine. Thank you. Hope you're doing fine. Hello, dear students. Welcome. How are you all? We are starting the session, Laksha. Can I get a quick cheers if you're all good? Guys, nice to hear that. No, yesterday was a project knowledge session, right? So that has to be taken by a mentor. Chalo, shall we begin or shall we recap once again? How many of you want recap? Can you give me a thumbs up? Or else shall we directly jump into today's concept? We have a lot to do discuss today. I'll show you a lot of practical today. Okay. I need a lot of attention today. Recap फिर से ठीक है. Give me a minute. I'll share another one then. So in the last session, we discussed about prompt engineering. How many types of prompting techniques you remember? Hope prompt engineering content is on the screen. Can you all see that? Yes. Yeah. So what is prompt engineering, guys? The input we give to an LLM to get our desired output, right? So we have discussed why this is important in agent, and we have also discussed the major types of prompting. Yes, zero shot, few shot, role based, chain of thought, and react. I I know most of you were there in the session on the previous day when we discussed about this topic. Can you all write one statement that whatever you have understood or whatever you remember about these types techniques we learned? Good, Prashant. Few shot. What was the example we discussed about it? I assume you're all typing. Okay. Yeah, very simple. We give direct topics to the LLM and it gives us the responses. Yes. Few shot, we give couple of examples. And what about this one? Role based. Many of you found it interesting. Role based. How does it work? Have you tried after the session? Hello, guys. Are you active? Yeah. Makes AI adopt a specific role or job and act in a way, assigning a role to the LLM. Good, good. We give a particular role to it. And tell me what about chain of thought and react. Differentiate both of them quickly. Zero shot, we already finished. Few shot, done. Then role based, done. And then chain of thought, done. Then react. Chain of thought, sorry. Step by step reasoning is what we have discussed, right? And then reason and acting. First, it should also give us the reason it is doing and then perform the action. Remember? Done with prompting? Where you ask the AI to explain its reasoning step by step before giving the final answer. Reasoning plus acting is a technique where the AI thinks about the problem, acts by using tools or taking steps, observes results, repeats until goal is achieved. Good, good answer. So some of them are asking about LLM. A very quick recap again. LLMs are what? Large language models. Yes. So huge amount of data will be trained on that, and then we use those LLMs for multiple tasks, right? So it gets trained on huge content, huge content, and we can use those LLMs, uh, fine tune them according to our requirement. We have also discussed tokenization. Tokenization is the process of converting the text into numbers, and then neural networks. Let me show you the final step. Yeah, this is it. Input, text input, tokenization, neural network prediction, and then again the numbers will be converted into text, and that's how the output will be generated. Okay, foundation models. LLM itself is a example of foundational model, right? Using these foundational models only we can go ahead with or build any kind of project for any domain, any use case. And coming to IBM, we have Granite family, where we have couple of models which we will use in the upcoming sessions to build agents. Okay, I hope things are clear. So today we will understand agent architecture. Okay, and also how the planning happens. Okay, so shall we begin? Hmm? Give me a quick search emoji with a magnifying glass, all of you. If you give that, I understand that you are active in the class. My screen should be filled with those emojis. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, Krishna, I can see you. Good. So, yeah, in this, we are going to look inside an AI agent. Okay, we will not look what it answers, what are the outputs, but how it is actually built internally. When you say agent architecture and design patterns, okay, we are talking about the internal blueprint of an AI agent. Okay, it's like building, just like how a building has a structure. Okay, how it decides now which room has to go at which location, what is the size, everything. Same way, what an agent does, how it is working, the flow behind its decisions, how it is planning, everything we'll learn. Okay, coming to the practical part, we will dedicate at least more than an hour. So let's quickly finish the theory part and then we will start the practical. I hope everybody of you know the Python. I know most of you all know, right? Python programming. Programming, OOPS concept. How many of you know the OOPS concept? Classes, objects. We worked on them. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Then this will be easy for you. Okay. So yeah, when we are talking about agents, the real agent must decide what to do next and why it is doing also. That ability will not come by any magic, right? It comes from the way we design the agent. Correct? So by end of this session, you should be able to look at any agent and try to understand how it is working in the backend. Clear? So this is what we are going to do now. Define agent architecture, common architecture designs, understand the planning mechanisms, and also you will be able to explain how agents make decision through practical. In simple terms, agent architecture is the internal structure of an agent, AI agent. It defines how perception, reasoning, planning, action, and memory are connected and how they are interacting with each other. Right? See, think of ourselves. We see something, we think about it, we decide what to do, we act, and then remember the outcome. Right? An AI agent should also work the same way, but only if it architecture is supporting it. Are you following me? Okay. So the architecture decides important questions. Does the agent react instantly, or does it pause in between, or does it forget everything? Does it plan long term, or only response for that particular instance? Is what we need to understand in the architecture. Okay. Two agents can use the same AI model, but they can behave completely different, right? Why will they behave completely different? We have to build the architectures differently. Even though they are using the same LLM model or same AI model, the behavior is different because the architecture is different. Understood? Type understood if you understood why our agent architecture. समझ में आया? Okay, good. Now, why does it matter? Hmm? See, if an agent is expected to operate independently without user, okay, so it must have memory, it must have a proper planning and decision making. By using all of these things, it has to design something. Without these, the autonomy is impossible, right? Without its own planning, it is not possible at all. So, architecture is very important for an agent. Another thing is the scalability. An agent that works for one task might might not perform well when handling other tasks unless the architecture supports the model. Okay. So another key factor is explainability. This is when agent makes decision, we humans or the developers need to understand why it has taken that decision. Okay, some architectures allow clear reasoning paths, while some other just behave like a black box. Do you understand the term black box? Have you heard the term black box? Black box is nothing but you know some the architecture is inside, something is inside, but you cannot see what is happening. You are getting the answers, you are getting the outputs, but you don't know what is happening inside. So we call that term as black box. So to remove that black box, we have the term or the technology called explainable AI, in which the agent has to explain itself why it has taken a certain decision. Okay. So the thing is, different problems need different architectures. Okay, choosing the right one is what makes the agentic AI reliable and also effective. Got it? Confirm. Let's jump. Now, let us quickly understand the components again. So remember the core components. perception, reasoning, planning, action, and memory. Yes, perception is how the agent understand what is happening around it, right? Reasoning is how it is interpreting the that information that it has perceived. Next, planning. Planning is how it decides the sequence of steps to reach a certain goal, right? And the action, what is action? How it actually affects the environment. And coming to memory, memory is how it stores the past experiences and context. Guys, okay, I need one simple confirmation. Uh, can you tell me how is my pace? Am I going too fast or too slow, or is this pace okay? Can I get responses from Max? Absolutely fine. Sure. Okay. So चलो ठीक है. The thing is, okay, I'll quickly cover up again. Okay, then we will jump into different types of architectures. Okay, what is an agent architecture? हम लोग इतने दिन से पढ़ रहे एजेंट लेकिन how it works inside. Okay, how are we telling an agent what to do, how it has to follow a certain path. Okay, we call this an architecture of an agent. Let's say each different problem के लिए हर एक different problem के लिए हम एक एक एजेंट बना सकते हैं, लेकिन हर एक एजेंट का आर्किटेक्चर सबसे अलग होगा. Each one will be different because उनका काम अलग है. Yes, the output that it has to generate should be different. That's why its architecture is different. So creating an architecture for an agent is as important as building an agent. Okay. Sanket, I think I covered it just now. Did you? Is that okay? So this is everybody understood, right? What is an agent architecture? Agent we have learned it does the task without the intervention of a user. लेकिन वो करने के लिए उसको proper architecture बनाना चाहिए. That architecture, how to do different types of architectures, we will learn now. Okay, chalo. So before that, you understand the components. Remember these core components in every session बाद में भी whenever you are learning or working on agents, these are the 5 components you have to remember, because an agent has to work on all of these things without your intervention it is deployed outside. Okay, so first architecture, let's understand reactive agent architecture. Okay, it is the very simple one. It is the agent directly maps what it perceives to an action, meaning um, reactive. Just look at the word reactive, it immediately reacts. It does not reason, it does not plan, it does not have any memory. If you remember different types of agents, reactive agent is one of the type. Remember, it does not plan anything, उसको memory नहीं है कुछ, thinking reasoning भी वो नहीं करती है. It only reacts to that particular moment or an instant. Motion sensor light, motion sensor. You go to malls, automatically doors open. Huh? Why? It is sensing the motion and automatically it is opening the door. Meanwhile, I mean, the other times it always stays closed, right? So it exactly works the same way. Okay. So reactive agents are often rule based. उनका कुछ rules देंगे हम. If action A happens, then only perform the action B, or else no need. Got it, all of you? Okay. Let me also show you practical together. Practical हर एक आर्किटेक्चर की बात बताओ, नहीं तो सारे एक ही बार बताओ. Tell me. Shall I theory practical chale? After each architecture? Okay. So, okay, guys. Okay. Open Google Colab quickly. Follow me. Name it as agent architectures. Simple functions only, but this is how they work. Hope you're able to see my collab. So let's define a small function. We are talking about reactive agents. Okay. So reactive, na? Which one? Ah, reactive agent. Okay. Then reactive agent should be in a particular environment. Environment. Okay. Then. Okay. Now the agent is an environment. If, okay, now we are giving an if condition. Okay. If the environment, if it looks at it as an obstacle, it has to do the action. Return function is nothing but the action. Okay. Uh, let's say new, or let us write it as if the bago. Okay. Now, if the environment has an obstacle, return bago. Okay. Leave from that place. Run. Okay. Or else elif, you know, right? Elif environment environment yeah, equals to what, let's say goal or target. Okay, then return चलो चलते हैं. Got it? Now next one, final one. Else return, I know you are going to love this. Return, रुको जरा. Guys, understood what is happening here? When you're writing, I know most of you will not write the code from scratch, but you also need to verify whatever the AI or the tools will give you. Okay, very simple. If you're creating a reflex or reactive agent like something like this, you define the environment. Okay, if it give it some certain rules like this. Okay, now let's check the output. Okay, print. Sorry. Print reactive agent obstacle. What it will print now? Can you tell me? Going Akshay. Or obstacle dikha. So this is our agent. Reactive agent is working. Now in the environment, it has seen an obstacle. Now what will be the output of it? My screen visible to everyone? Yeah. We got the output as Bago. Okay. Now let's change it to target. Target, अगर target, then चलो चलते हैं. Understood? This is how the reactive agent works. Let me share this code in the chat. Yeah, you can do it in VS Code also. कहाँ भी चलेगा, पाइथन कहाँ भी चलेगा ना. Yes, good point, Ayan. This is just working just like rule based, right? We discussed in the first session itself. But here we are not. This is a small function, no? But we will use this function at one part of a large agent. I'm not telling you this is a complete agent. Agent का एक छोटा सा काम है ये. Agent has to do multiple tasks. वो multiple tasks में this is one of the task. ये task का type है reactive agent. Got it? Perfectly running. चलो चलेंगे. रुकना है. Hmm? Shall we go to the next one? Okay, good. Can you tell me what are the different challenges in this reactive? What are the challenges? So yeah, so this particular reflective reactive agents can be used in basic robotics, guys. Simple games or if then rule based only. जहाँ भी चाहिए we can use this. Okay. Dynamic environments में we cannot use this, but static के लिए we can use this. Okay. Very simple वाला है. We will also discuss the advanced ones now. Okay. I was asking you challenges. Challenges क्या होगा? Fixed rules. Yeah. No creativity. Scalability challenges. Perfect. High complexity, error propagation. Oh my God. Tool dependency. Yeah. Strengths are what? Fast response. Of course आएगा. Simple design, of course it is, but learning, no long-term goals. Got it? Chalo, chalte hain. Now let's understand deliberative agent architecture. What is this? Unlike reactive agents, sorry, yeah. Unlike reactive agents, deliberative agents think before they act. They maintain an internal model of the entire world or the environment and use this model to reason. Okay. See, we all use Google Maps, right? So when you enter a destination, it doesn't just react turn by turn. मतलब randomly वो तो नहीं देगी ना. It analyzes the entire route. It considers the traffic. Yes. It also shows you the shortest path. Yes. The distance, the time, the best path we calculate करके everything is done. यहाँ पीछे agent is only working, right? So this is deliberative behavior. Okay. So deliberative agents reason about the goals and plan actions explicitly. They ask questions. They ask questions. What is my goal? अगर गूगल मैप्स में as soon as we enter the destination, उनका goal क्या है? It has to show us the best path. Okay, once it shows the best path out of the couple of paths that are available in the map, it also has to show us the duration. ट्रैफिक भी दिखना चाहिए, कलर्स भी चेंज करके दिखाना चाहिए. इट हैज सर्टेन गोल्स, राइट? सो व्हाट इज माय गोल, व्हाट स्टेप्स will help me reach it? All this, it has to think. This particular these questions will help them to handle complex tasks, long term objectives also they can fulfill. Okay, if we build deliberative. So, but let me tell you, these deliberative agents are little slower and they are uh, computationally expensive. बहुत कुछ करना है ना पीछे. Got it? Because they spend time thinking and planning. They are not ideal for situations that require instant reactions. But when decision quality, अगर quality हमको चाहिए तो go for deliberative. But if you use deliberative, costly होगा. Be careful about it. That's it. But these are really powerful. बहुत कुछ कर रहे हैं ना पीछे. Okay. Got it? Understood? Got it? Shall we get into the practical? Okay, I'm sharing the tab. So here, we deliberative, just a second. Mm. Guys, we have one more architecture. वो खत्म करके we will get into planning. Planning में I'll tell you all the different types of plannings together. Okay. Hello Vaishnavi, is this your first session? Okay. Whatever you're asking will be shared in the Telegram group by mentors. Okay, you can follow those. Okay. And also, we'll take a questionnaire at the end of the session, dear. Okay. No problem. Don't worry. I'll tell you. We'll help you with that. Chalo. Now let's understand the hybrid agent. What is this hybrid agent? Combining both reactive and deliberative here. So what happens? Reactive, it what it does, it reacts instantly without any reasoning, without any memory or planning. But coming to deliberative, it has to plan, it has to execute, it has to reason, it has to make sure it is properly remembering the concepts before, right? So, what might happen when you combine both of these two things? Instead of choosing one, we got both of them together. Combines, yes. The reactive layer handles immediate responses, such as avoiding obstacles or responding to alerts, kind of things. Okay, coming to deliberative, let's say an architecture has two layers. एक layer होगा reactive, एक layer होगा deliberative. Reactive can handle or clearing the path for the deliberative. Deliberative के लिए ना मैंने बड़ा task होगा, जैसे कि managing goals, planning, long term decisions के लिए we will use the deliberative. Okay, so now this architecture is commonly used in autonomous robots, okay, or self-driving systems. You all know the self-driving examples, right? Yes. So it allows agents to respond quickly with when needed. Matlab, look at the self-driving things. They definitely need the reactive agents. Why? We don't know what might come, what obstacle might come in between or while driving, right? So it has to use the reactive agent first and also reach the user to the destination by using deliberative concept. Got it? How it works? Okay. So what happens in agent architecture in the systems, agentic AI systems? LLMs are acting as reasoning, tools acting as action executors. And coming to memory, it acts as the main context. Okay, let me clarify things here. So, LLMs, we all learned about LLMs, right? They often act as reasoning engine because they help the agent understand the instructions, help the agent analyze the situations and also plan the actions. Okay, coming to tools, uh, see, to get the permissions from different websites or user का भी trust बढ़ने के लिए we use the APIs, right? I mean, we make sure the agent gets all the permission. Yes, so all the APIs tools will act as the action layer. When the agent decide to do something, it uses these tools to interact with the real systems, such as database के लिए, applications के लिए, services के लिए, जो भी हो, they use this tools and APIs. Okay. And coming to memory, it plays a crucial role. Yes, by maintaining the context across all the interactions. And also, memory is majorly used to learn for an agent. So it learns from that whatever it has faced. Past में जो हुआ है उसी से हम सीख के आगे चलते हैं ना. Similar way agent also. Okay. And what is the major thing here? What makes these systems powerful? They are not just working on one concept. Reasoning, memory, action, they are not separate here. They work together as a continuous loop. This allows the agent to continuously be in control and also explain the things that are happening in the backend. Okay, so the modern agentic AI architectures are not just about intelligence. Until last year, we were just talking to LLMs, talking to AI, but now we are using AI to do a certain task. It is all about connecting intelligence with execution, but in a really good way. Got it? Understood, all of you? Now, architectures, we have got an idea. Now, let's get into planning, how planning works. Okay. What happened here? Why that emoji? Is it confusing? Planning. Planning is the process of what? Deciding how to achieve a goal, right? So when an agent has a goal, planning helps answer a very important question. What is that? what should I do next, right? So planning converts an entire goal, a big high level goal, into a sequence of actions. Got it? So, for example, if the goal is to resolve a customer complaint, the agent must decide steps. What are the different kinds of steps it has to do? Steps like understanding the issue, checking the previous records, responding to the customer, and then following up. So without this planning, agents behave randomly. They don't react properly. But with planning, agents behave purposefully. Okay, so planning allows agents to think ahead instead of acting blindly. Got it? Uh, which one? Planning? Okay, we have one question here. Deliberative agents can plan optimally, yes. But why are they still unsuitable for some real-time application? It's not that they're not unsuitable, they are suitable. The only thing is they are expensive and time taking. अगर if you are having good budget to work on the project, अच्छे से deliberative agents बनाओ और use them. Planning. See, I just told you, right? If the goal, अगर agent का goal ये है कि customer का query solve करना है, so whenever a user asks a query, the agent has to understand the goal. अभी goal क्या है? It has to solve the query of the user, right? So query क्या है? It has to understand the text in the query that the user has shared. वो text पढ़ के it has to go through the past memory में जाके it has to first check whether these kind of questions earlier raised up or how did I solve it. Now what is the step I need to go choose so that I can solve this particular query. Yes. So plan. The agent is planning here. Yes. Understand the issue, checking the memory or records, responding to the customer, and फिर से follow करना भी उसका ही काम है. Got it? And let's understand now types of planning here. Okay, so here we have couple of planning mechanisms: rule based A, goal based A, task decomposition, sequential, or भी है. I'll also tell that in the practical session. Okay, so let us start with the basic one, which is rule based. नहीं है. Rule based, can you tell me rule based? क्या होगा rule based? You give some couple of rules and then it responds with a action. Plan करके rule up, I mean, it follows the rules and then gives the response to us following a set of rules. Correct. And what about goal based? Rules follow करना अलग है, goal follow करना अलग है ना. Focus planning according to the goal to be achieved, right? Okay. Then what do you understand by task decomposition? Task decomposition. Yes. Breaking a big task into smaller, swift execution. Based on the objective of the agent, plans the steps to take the achieved design goal, breaking tasks into smaller ones. Okay, good. What about the last one here? Sequential planning. Breaking the task and then planning according to each part. So, okay. Good. Whatever you have told right now is absolutely right. So let us just quickly finish this one. So goal oriented starts with a goal, breaks the entire goal into subtask, and then performs the action step by step. Good. Now coming to task decomposition in agents. How divides the splits the goals into smaller tasks without getting overwhelmed. Okay. Now how the decision making is happening inside an agent. Read the 2 points on the screen. What is the difference between planning and decision making, guys? Can you tell me? When an agent decides or executes action in a specific order to reach a goal, okay? Tell me the difference between planning and decision making. अगर आपको दोनों का फर्क पता चला, then it will be easy for you. Planning is the roadmap to the result. Okay. Then what about decision making? Agent का काम agent see when we are building an agent को ये समझना चाहिए कि planning is fine. हम बहुत कुछ सारे I mean we are planning a lot of steps, a lot of actions, but choosing the best action, okay, by choosing that it has to I understand that by choosing the best one goal जल्दी reach होंगे और काम भी अच्छा होगा. Decision making planning का फर्क यही है. I hope you understood. Yes, Prashant. Yes, Akshay. Decision making is giving final statement on multiple results. Got it? Perfect. Okay. So look at this decision making mechanisms. What are they? Rule based decisions, utility based decision, reasoning driven decisions. Okay. We will look at all of these in the practical now. Rule based, utility based, reasoning driven. Okay, very simple. If you know Python, you can build anything, guys. But I'll show you how you can like differentiate these architectures and use them in your projects in the future. Okay. You see this planning and decision making focuses on sequence of actions, but here choosing a particular action. Okay. Now coming to goal driven, context driven, long term, immediate. You see the example here? Can you please confirm if it is clear? Okay. So in this session, we have understood what exactly is an agent architecture, then types of architectures, and we have also studied the planning part and how different types of plannings are there, difference between planning and decision making mechanisms also we have understood. Okay. Can you all write a quick summary of all of this? Which example? I was talking about this one. Everybody, please write 2 lines of summary of whatever we have studied till now. and then we will begin our work. Mm. Agent architecture design, four components, reactive agent, deliberative agent, the hybrid mix of both, planning, rule based, goal based, task composition, decision making, tools, tool based, utility based. Good. Took a snapshot. Perfect. Okay. So, coming to the practical part, we have seen the reactive agents, right? Now, let me start with another one that is okay. It's already 7:05. Shall we take a quick break and then come back? Okay, let's take a break and then come back by 7:10. Okay, 10 minutes. Okay, see you there. ओके, हाँ स्टार्ट कर रही हूँ. Yeah, I just came. So we have couple of speaker. If you remember the mail ID by which you have registered, use the same one so that there won't be any confusion. Okay. Start करूँ? शुरू करें? Yep. Okay. I'll be really fast. Okay. I want you to follow. If you're not able to, please follow the recording session that we will share. Okay. Just follow me, all of you. Mentors, I request you to be little active and respond to the queries. Meanwhile, I'll make sure the content, I mean, the coding part will be done. Give me a minute. Okay. So I'll tell you now about model based agent, okay, which will have a state and also a memory. Okay. So I request you to follow me. First, let me create a class. How many of you know a class? Okay, I'm creating a class of model based agent. Okay. Now am I audible now? Yeah. Okay. So inside every class, we have to initialize something, right? Yes. So let's do it. Define init self, but we will not initialize the model. Only self is enough. Okay. Now, be self का state होगा nothing. So none. Okay. Now come out and now let's define another function for action. Okay. Action self this yoga. It has to perceive the environment. So perception. Then self state. It was none before. Okay. So self state. If it is in the perception. Oh, sorry. Let's write the statement down. If self state इक्वल्स टू अगर वो डेंजर में है तो इमीडिएटली रिटर्न फिर से भागो. ओके. इफ नॉट, ओके, See, what I'm trying to do here, guys, we have a agent. Okay, we are asking it to, I mean, we are throwing it into an environment where it has to perceive the environment. Environment में agent जाएगा. Okay, if it is danger में है, immediately it will run away or escape. Okay, in simple terms. Okay, अगर danger नहीं है तो क्या करना चाहिए वो? There is no danger. See, guys, you enter into a game. You start playing the game. If you if any danger is coming to you, you immediately escape or fight with it. What is the other case here? What is the other case? If danger is not there, then mat bhago, chalte raho. Yeah, in simple terms, explore. So हमारे यहाँ सेशन में हिंदी इंग्लिश चल रहा है ना, तो वी विल राइट इट एज रिटर्न भागो चलते रहो, चलते रहो. ठीक है, डन, गुड. नाउ लेट्स कॉल द agent. तो agent will be the model based agent. Okay, now अगर danger में है वो, तो what will be the output now? ఏం లేదు. हर्षित, you are Telugu. बट आपको कैसे पता तेलुगु वर्ड? So danger meaning भागो, or else चलते रहो. So I'm sharing this in the chat. Please follow, all of you. Just let me know if it is working for you. Change the, oh, your friend is in Vizag. GVP. Nice. I visited it a few months back. Yeah, I have shared the code. Please check. Is it working? Hey, Gia, we have told about the FSP and digital STEM codes in the orientation session. The first day, even the second day, it was covered. I think you have missed those sessions. Okay. We have also shared the detailed information in the Telegram group. Hope you are in the Telegram group, and please follow the instructions we are giving in the Telegram group. For now, I would like to tell you, mentors, please share the FSP link to Gia immediately. Please register into the FSP platform and enroll into the course digital applications. Okay, that digital STEM course jo bhi hai. So please get into it, enroll into that course, start learning. Okay. Yeah, link has been shared, please follow it. Okay. Oh, sorry, I think my screen stopped share. Okay. Now, what is the other way? Agar danger nahi hai to, if it is safe, then what will be the output? It is chalte raho. So this is how you give the architecture to it. Clear? See, when you build a project, for example, you're working on a certain problem statement. Let me be honest. Will you start writing all this code? No, you will immediately go to ChatGPT, or you go to Claude, or you go to Gemini, नहीं तो black box AI, कुछ भी tool you go, you choose one, and you give your use case, yes, and then ask it to generate the code. You, as it is, you copy the entire code and you start running, right? Yeah, I'll explain the code once again, but let me finish this one. So, what I'm telling you here, you copy the entire code which AI has given to build an AI. Yes, you use the code, but you will not check what exactly is happening inside. Abhi say, please check. If you're building an agent, okay, inside the architectures are built this way only. ChatGPT, Gemini, जो भी code देगा for an agent, okay, this is how the architecture will be inside. Please make sure you're checking if you're using ChatGPT and all. Definitely you will use. So make sure you are checking this. Got it? Understood? समझाओ फिर से. Perfect. Good guys. So the thing is, हम एक class create किया. I have built a agent here. Okay. तो agent we have not uh, assigned it into any environment. Environment में गया and it started perceiving the environment. Okay. We have not used environment here, but perception concept we have used. Okay. The agent is perceiving. Okay. Now, as soon as it perceives danger, we are asking it to return भागो मतलब run away or go escape out of that particular danger. If the danger is not there, then start exploring the environment again. If anything, if again it finds a danger, फिर से escape or fight with it, something like this. Got it? This is just the reactive agent, but यहाँ perceiving is understood. We are not using a function, we are using a class to store the internal state. Okay, so we have created the self state. Okay, now the agent receives a perception, it stores it in the self state. Okay, I'll tell you something. The only difference between these two, reflex reactive में क्या हो रहा है मुझे बताओ. It is waiting for the input. Do you see this? The user has to give the input. अगर obstacle है, then give a certain output. If there is a target input है, then give a certain output. So here the agent is waiting for an input. But in the model based agent, is it waiting for an input? No, it is not waiting. चलते ही रहेगा until it finds a danger. It starts exploring the entire environment. It is not waiting for an input. Do you understand here? It is doing its job until somebody are disturbing. Yes, just like Wampus game. Yes, I have heard this after a long time. I learned this in my masters. How many of you know this game? Wampus. If you are from DS AI background, you must have known this. Yes, perfect, exactly. Okay, so now, yeah. So here, this type of model-based agent, okay, see, every time there is a danger, it runs. Or in other case, this is just for an example. Let's keep it as fight. Okay, every time it finds a danger, it fights. फिर बाद में as it keeps on finding the dangers and it keeps on fighting multiple times, the fighting duration will be less. मतलब मार I mean it learns a lot after getting beaten multiple times and performs better. अच्छा काम करेगा. Okay, why it is doing acha kam and it is remembering, it is all because of the memory. Okay, memory allows the agent to behave consistently. Okay, this is the foundation of the intelligent behavior for an agent. Okay, now iska example hoga, how many of you know this vacuum cleaners, robotic vacuum cleaners? Remembers the cleaned areas, right? It will not go again. And game enemies. I don't know, I don't play much games, but people who play games, the game enemies jo honge na, they sometimes remember the player positions. जो भी advanced games आए हैं ना, they will, the enemies know where exactly the player positions are and they'll first come and hit them, right? This is one. And fraud systems tracking the user behavior. All these examples come under this one. Clear? Shall we go to the next one? Can I get a quick confirmation? Yeah? Nice. चलो चलते हैं. Now आज का next one, sorry, goal based agent. So did I share it with in the chat? Did I? Not yet. Sanket will share it soon. So let's define the goal based agent. Okay. Goal based agent. So goal में क्या होता है? Two things. Goal is mandatory. Okay. तो goal reach होने के लिए we have certain steps, right? If there is very simple, guys, let me tell you, there are two things: current state, okay, current state and goal state. Okay. Now current state है, goal state है. Goal state reach होने के लिए it has to make sure the current state itself is the goal state, meaning current state and goal state should be equal, then only the goal is achieved. How many of you understood the logic here? Yeah, let me tell you again. Here we are defining a goal-based agent. Goal-based agent में major thing क्या है? Goal reach होना चाहिए. Yes or no? So here we have to create the architecture in such a way that the current state जो भी है, it has to be equal to goal state. मतलब current state equals to goal state, which is equals to goal achieved. Understood? Or else, if these two things are not equal, meaning और भी actions चल रहा है. How many of you understood? We will use the previous state, but this is I'm telling you the logic here, how it is working. Wait, let me write it clearly. So if the current state, not equals to, sorry, not equals to goal state, क्या होगा? Return take actions. काम करो. Sorry, let me write it clear. Take the actions towards the goal. Okay. नहीं तो, if both are in the same state, if current and goal are equal, then return goal achieved. Got it? It's very simple. So let me print goal based. Okay. Goal based agent. Okay. We have two states now. Current state and goal state hai. So let's say current state is some M. Okay, do you see my screen perfectly now? The current state is M. Okay, now the goal state kya hai? Let's keep it as Z. Okay, now let's run this. Current state M है लेकिन goal state is Z. So both are not equal. Not equal मतलब goal is not yet reached. So that's why the output is take the actions towards the goal. और फिर से हम change करेंगे N को. What will be the output? The same thing. Until it reaches, until both the states are equal, it will keep on telling the agent to work towards the goal. Now, let me change it to Z. What will be the output now? Depends on the type of architecture, dear. Depends on the goal also. We use sometimes functions, sometimes classes. I'm showing all this to make sure you understand the architectures. कैसे चल रहा है, क्या चल रहा है. अभी इसका output क्या होगा? Cool achieve. Perfect. That's it. Got it? So once the goal is achieved, the agent stops acting. This architecture is introducing the reasoning here. Okay. The agent is no longer building, blindly reacting here. It is evaluating the progress. Got it? Examples here will be GPS navigation systems. I have told you about the Google map, right? Remember? Google map का destination, we choose the destination and automatically. Okay, then coming to task completion, जो भी बॉट्स हम बनाएंगे मार्केट में जो मिल रहा है टास्क कंप्लीशन के लिए, दे हैव अ सर्टेन गोल एंड दे हैव टू रीच इट. यस, it knows what it wants. Okay, so it has to follow certain steps until its goal is achieved. Hope it's clear. Yeah, I understand. We will start the project in the 5th unit, guys. Okay. I know this is going to be really easy for you because we have a lot of AI tools. But लेकिन AI tools से आप कोड तो ले सकते हैं लेकिन इंटीग्रेशन करना जो है ना टू मेक श्योर द वेब एप्लीकेशन दैट यू आर डेवलपिंग, उसमें जो भी एजेंट काम करे, कितने भी एजेंट्स आप ले लो. Let's say you're building 3 agents in one application. वो 3 agents integration. And it has to integrate to the web application also. Okay, उसका काम ज्यादा होगा आपके लिए. Okay, but until that time you really need to understand all these steps. In this AI generation we really need to understand the foundations, guys. Even though it's theory, theory के बिना practical कभी possible नहीं होगा. We are in the end of, yeah, second done. I think second complete हो गया. No. We have started 3rd unit. Yeah, this is 3rd unit. Sorry, my bad. This is 3rd unit. Okay. So let's now quickly, I'll show you very beautiful thing, very simple. Utility based agent. ये utility क्या होगा? Okay, very simple. I'll write some actions to this one. So ये actions में कैसे काम करेगा? Let's see. So if an agent has to take, there are 3 options for an agent. Path A, okay, फिर एक है path B, Then coming to path C, sorry. Okay, then yeah, close it. हाँ, अभी पाथ ए का लेट्स से उनका स्कोर कुछ है 50, पाथ बी का लेट्स से इट इज 100. ओके, देन इसका कुछ 30 है. डन. सॉरी, आई डिड नॉट गिव द कॉमा. हाँ, done. So three paths are there. Now, if you are the agent, which one will you choose? इसका कुछ स्कोरिंग है. ओके, लेट्स से effectiveness. Out of three actions, remember I told you about the planning and decision making. Planning में there are three different paths now. Now अभी decision कैसे लेना चाहिए? Which one will you choose? Best alternative. So what is the best alternative? Yes, exactly. I have got one of the answer. Greedy. Yes, that is what is working in the backend. Okay, highest number. Perfect. So इसके लिए we'll write a small function. Best action would be maximum of the actions that you're taking, and हाँ, key होगा actions dot get and print best action. So इसका हम printing statement लिखेंगे best action. Okay, so let's क्या हुआ comma. हाँ, best action is path B. Simple. Got it? So here the agent does not just move forward. Okay, it evaluates multiple options and chooses the best ones. Okay, so each action has a utility value. Higher value, better outcome. Got it? So it uses the max function here. So the agent chooses path B. Got it? Now I'll show you quickly instead of typing. I'll quickly, okay, did I share it with you? Let me quickly share it, this utility based one. We're running out of time, and I'll also show you the next one. Model based done, utility based done. Okay, I have one particular thing. Typing takes a lot of time. I have the practice notebook, so same I'm taking it. Yeah, look at this one. A proper planning agent. A proper planning agent कैसे काम कर रहा है? I'll show you. I'll tell you quickly. I'll not type it. Okay. Planning agent. So what is happening in this planning agent? So this is very important. Planning. Yes. So here the environment is represented as the nodes and states. We have certain states and we have certain actions to perform here. Okay. So each node starts with a sorry, not each node, the agent. The agent starts with node A and the goal is to reach the D. अभी हमारे पास बहुत सारे nodes है A, B, C, D. Okay, in a graph. Okay, so the agent has to start with A and it has to end with D. तो यहाँ से यहाँ तक जाने के लिए what all planning it is doing. So here we use the Q. You know Q and DQ from DSA? Have you explored it? So in this particular one, it is using the breadth first search. If you know remember the algorithm or if you have heard of this particular algorithm. Yes, correct. I did not see the messages. Sorry. Yeah, BFS is what it is using. Got it? So here the agent starts at A, explores all the neighbors. What did I see? It starts with A, it is exploring all the neighbors, keeps track of whatever it has visited, and stops as soon as the goal is found. Okay. Now it is also returning the entire plan, not just one action. Okay. अभी इसका use cases होगा. Sorry. Let's say a robot is planning its movements. So planning movements. Here you can use this BFS. Okay. Now coming to game AI, some game AI planning strategies inside the game. Okay. Then also we use this BFS. Okay. Now next, um, self-driving autonomous vehicles. Vehicles. What will they do? They plan the routes. Here also they use the same thing. Got it? How it works in the backend? कभी भूलना नहीं. इंटरव्यूज में यही पूछेंगे. दे विल नॉट आस्क यू विच टूल यू हैव यूज्ड टू फिनिश दिस एजेंट. क्या चल रहा है आर्किटेक्चर में, यही पूछेंगे आपको. ओके. हाँ, म्यूचुअल कनेक्शन. परफेक्ट. समझे? यू विल नॉट बी आस्क्ड विच टूल कहाँ से लाए हो, कोड कैसे रन किए हो. कोई भी नहीं पूछ रही है वाला. दे विल आस्क यू आर्किटेक्चर्स ओनली. होप यू अंडरस्टूड. समझ गए? गुड बॉयस. नाउ Now let me build a small agent for you. Okay, small agent, very quick and small. अभी building के मैं already build करके रखी हूँ. I'll just use it here. इसके लिए I have used the class. Okay, so I'll share the notebook. Don't worry. Did I share this one with you, graph का? Sharing it. Please run it and check. Yeah. Oh my God. I think the characters limit is there in the Zoho. I'm sharing it 2 times. एक बार check कर लेना आपके side से. I'm sharing. I mean, I have divided the code into 2 parts and I'm sharing it. Yeah, you can now follow. If you are doing it parallelly with me, नहीं तो I'll share the notebook with you. Okay. Now, autonomous agent में बात कर रही थी. तो this is everything we have learned. Okay, look at the screen, all of you. Let me just write the autonomous agent. Okay. So how, what is this autonomous agent? This is a complete loop. इसमें क्या हो रहा है? Perception हो रहा है, decision हो रहा है, action भी हो रहा है. हाँ? The agent has a goal. What is the goal here? Finish. So it starts at the start. Okay. And then it has to finish the entire thing at the word finish. So in each loop, it checks the current state. Okay, current state में क्या हो रहा है, then decides what action to take, then executes the action, फिर से वापस updates the state. So this entire loop continuously autonomous, this loop continues until the goal is achieved. Okay, this particular structure is used in chatbot agents. Okay, or कुछ AI assistants, GPT maybe, but this is a very small one. Can somebody explain this particular class from here to here? Autonomous agent to bana hai. Okay. We have 3 different things: perceiving, decision, and action. Can somebody explain this? Does anybody want to speak? If you want to speak and explain, I'll give you the co-organizer permission. You can speak. Look at this. We have first built a class of, because an agent must have to store some information. Goal be store karna hai, memory be, state be. So that is why we are using the class here. Okay. We need an object. Okay. That is why. Now constructor. You know this one. Initialization. What the agent is created. Now coming to the perceive function. Perceive function क्यों? Perception के लिए. The agent simply receives the state of the agent. Okay. Now, what am I right now is what perceiving perception is doing it. Now, coming to the decision function. Decision function में क्या हो रहा है? This is a mechanism for decision. If the goal, two things are there. Do you see this? End state, goal state. Okay. So, इसमें ना, if the goal is not achieved, okay, if the goal is not achieved, it will move closer to the goal. If the goal has achieved, it will stop. Got it? So this is goal based decision policy here. We have already learned in the previous code, right? So decision making, choosing an action based on the goal satisfaction. Okay. Now finally we have the action function. Action function में क्या हो रहा है? Acting on the environment. We simply print the action to show what the agent has achieved or decided. Okay. Now here we are creating the agent. Agent equals to autonomous agent. Okay. So then initialize. What is the initial state here? State. We have decided the state, right? So state hoga start. So this represents the current environment state. The agent is not at the goal yet. It has just started. It must take particular actions to to achieve the goal. फिर यहाँ होगा loop. While, for loop, while loop, why do we use the iterations, right? So this loop is extremely important. So this is where it makes it autonomous. The agent will keep running, keep deciding, keep acting until the goal is reached. Got it? Let me share this with you. इसका आउटपुट अभी तो बना है नहीं, लेकिन yeah, I have shared it. You can try for yourself or try to understand the code. Clear, all of you? Yeah. Prashant, I understand. Let's do that in the next session. Okay. Now, I would like to ask you a couple of things. First thing, I hope today's session is clear. How did you like the session? Can you give me a small feedback in the chat? Noise. Chala manchidiya. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you learned something valuable today. Architectures and planning. Right? मस्त है, ठीक है. Yes, you get use Jupyter Notebook, Rishikesh. Anything works. Okay. So now there are two things mandatory you have to do. Okay. Two things. Can I get a quick thumbs up that you will do two things now? Quickly. It is just one Mentors, can you please share the attendance link and the feedback link in the chat so that these people can fill the details? Yeah, sharing in a bit. Yeah, guys, I have shared you the Google form. Kindly fill it. Okay. And this is going to be week one quiz since we have finished 5 technical sessions. Okay. So in the quiz, you will be asked to a couple of questions which we have covered in the last 5 to 6 days. Okay. Basic questions. Please make sure you're answering them correctly because this is going to be calculated for your certification. Okay. Yeah, dear students, we have shared 2 links with you. One is for today's attendance, and another is for the week one quiz and feedback together. You have to and you must attempt the quiz for week one. Okay, you have couple of questions. Please answer them correctly. Okay, these will be calculated for your certification. Hope you all understand. Once you have finished both today we will not have Wayground quiz because you're all doing this quiz. Team, please share the week one quiz and feedback link in the Telegram group as well, but do not share the attendance in the Telegram group. Okay. Share only the quiz and feedback. Quiz is mandatory, feedback is mandatory for everyone. Attendance only for those who are in the session. Okay. Please take your time and fill the quiz. But for now, quickly fill the attendance. Everybody first fill the attendance and then you can go for the quiz and feedback. Okay. Can I get a confirmation? Are you all doing it? Harshit, you should not say like that. Okay, that was not prepared by me. No problem. Please fill the attendance first and then go with the feedback and quiz. Any queries, please you can ask in the Q&A. Thank you. Don't leave until you finish. All of you, please give a confirmation that you have finished. Then you can leave. Okay. Attendance first. फिर बाद में quiz. Okay. Yes, yes, tell me. Both done? Thank you, Yash. Yes, Prashant, tell me. Okay, by mistake, the form was filled incorrectly. Can I fill that again? Devyani, Devyansh, good. Devyani, can you please be careful next time? Check the option if you can do it. Yeah, we will share all the information in the group again. No worries. Attendance, please fill now itself. Very good, Prashant. I hope most of them are correct. Reactive. Yes, reactive. Why all answer wrong? कैसे होगा wrong? No problem. Don't worry. Don't worry. Completed. How come? Okay, if the things are same way, let me check with the team and get back to you. No worries. Don't worry. Okay, don't worry about the wrong answers. Let me check with the team and get back to you. Okay. Okay. Uh, okay. Team, don't, sorry. Students, dear students, don't panic. No worries. I'll take care. Okay. We will conduct the quiz again if I think there was a mistake in the choosing the right answer. Worries, we'll arrange again if we will check from our side and then we'll get back to you. Okay. Understood. Understood. Got it. Got it. If both are completed, thank you so much. You can leave the session. No worries about the quiz, dear students. We'll take care. Thank you for all the love. Happy learning. Bye bye. We'll share. No, no, it won't happen. It won't happen. Don't worry about the quiz. We'll share it again. Okay. Bye bye, all of you. See you all tomorrow.